2, 1. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. You are live on My365 TV. My365 coming to you live and direct all the way from Haywards Heath. This is day 2 on unleashing your power. If you want to get the most out of what we're doing, it's really a good idea, if possible, to have a pen and paper to hand. That's if you're taking this seriously. I suppose if I was being really honest, brutally honest, I'd say that if you're playing around with this, then you won't make notes. If you're really going to work on improving yourself, do you not think it deserves a pen and paper? I mean, think how hard you worked at school with a pen and paper, those of you that were at school. Things have changed now, and what you did with a pen and paper, you learned geography, history, maths, so many other things that are just completely useless. I said useful. Some of it's useful, but most of it wasn't. Most of it's just utter nonsense that you really don't need, and actually probably a lot of the things that you studied probably aren't even true because things have changed. But one thing that hasn't changed is your ability, your potential, your greatness. So write this word down, power. Write it down, power. And notice how you feel when you say the word. It's like yes. The difference between yes and no. When you say no, when you say yes, notice the feeling that is evoked from that. So it is a happy, beautiful day. Let's get stuck in. Let me just take one more sip of my coffee here. Ready to rock, ready to roll. So I'm so, what's the word? It's beyond fired up. I'm so encouraged. I'm so enthusiastic. I'm so excited by what I'm seeing people are doing here. You know, really people taking control of their life. If you think about what's the greatest discovery of man, the greatest discovery of man is what you can do with this. And you think what other people have done with this. And you think you've been given this software, this hardware. You think about what you're doing with it. Are you making the most of it? You probably realize you're not. And there are probably 100 reasons why. But we're looking at power. That's what we're looking at. You unleashing the power that you have to do great things. I gave this definition yesterday from Webster, the dictionary. Power is your capacity to do something in a particular way. And the outcome of this week is for you to understand that you have this power that allows you to do wonderful things, but we don't tap into the resources that we have. Do you know why? Do you know why? One of the main reasons that is? Does anyone know? Does anyone have any ideas? By the way, we had 2,500 people watch this broadcast yesterday. 2,500 people. Isn't that amazing? And how many of those people do you think were watching this because of you? Because you shared this? I don't know, but we have to thank you for that because it's always high on a Monday. You know, people have this intention. They have an intention, but the intention is never backed up with consistent action, all right? So you might want to write this down. Power equals action, right? Without any action, there's no power. Yes? So without any action, there's no power. But where does the action come from? The action comes from what you believe. Real power comes from what you believe. So if you look at someone in life who you admire, someone who's achieved greatness, you think, well, okay, they took a lot of action. They took more action than most people. They didn't give up. In fact, you know, many people around here are doing a challenge, and this 12-week challenge at the moment. And it's really interesting when obstacles get in the way that people let those obstacles get on top of them. And in many cases, the reason they let those obstacles get on top of them, if we're being brutally honest, is they don't believe, right? So what is a belief? What is a belief? A belief is a feeling. That's all it is. If you believe something, you have a feeling about it. The stronger the belief, the stronger the feeling of certainty. And yes, many of us have some really limiting beliefs. We've looked at this before. I can give you, and you know, you could think if this was a magazine, how many of you have potentially subscribed to these beliefs? I'm responsible for others. I must be loved and approved by everyone. My happiness depends on people and things outside of myself. I must be the best at everything. I can avoid dealing with pain and problems in life. Inconveniences are catastrophes. I must be in control at all times. If people knew the real me, they wouldn't like me. It's wrong to enjoy myself. It's wrong to strive to be better. I can't change because I've always been this way. Now, if you think about that, those beliefs for many of us are very strong, right? They are deeply rooted, and a couple of really stronger beliefs than that are, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. And many of us are fixed. We have what's called we think we've got a fixed mindset. And perhaps some of you have heard over the last 15, 25 years, people are talking more and more about this growth mindset, that your brain is not fixed. We have to wake up and face this reality. You know, it wasn't that long ago that doctors thought these two things were split. They weren't together. Can you believe that? The mind-body split? That people, maybe even still today, maybe some people still think the world is flat. There's a massive movement of people all around the world who are convinced the world is flat. Now, I'm not here to tell them they're right or wrong, because I don't get stressed about the things I don't care about. I get stressed about the things I care about. I care about you, so I get stressed in the morning to get myself to take action, to be the very, very best that I can be for you right here, right now, today, and say, hey, what do you believe in? Right now, all of you, just think of something that you want and write it down. Write it down, something that you want. I want to be fitter. I want to be slimmer. I want to be healthier. Anything you want. I want to be financially free. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down right now and share it with everyone else. This is what you want. I know so many of you have achieved so many great things already, and I don't think we recognize you guys enough. For those of you that have done amazing things, because there's so many My 365ers who have achieved what so many of you want out there. And the reason they've done it is action. Action. And if they were going to tell you what they wish they'd done differently, they'd tell you, I wish I would have believed in myself more. Every single one of them. So tell us what you want. Tell us what you want. All these things that you want. Lose weight, you know, slimmer, 9 stone. Okay, healthier. Now, all I want you to do is to think about what is the first thought that comes in your head when you say these things to yourself. This is so powerful. You couldn't make this up, okay? What is the first thought that comes in your head? So I'll give you my example. I want to impact the lives of 100 million people around the world, to inspire 100 million people. What's the first words that come into my head? Ooh, are you sure you can do that? I'm being honest with you. Now that voice is much less, that's the fixed mindset. We always have a choice, right? What's the first words that come into your head? I want to help people start and grow their own business. So Harley, what comes into your head? What's the first thing? It's difficult. You hear that in your head. Okay, good luck. Good luck, because you believe that voice. Shit is the first, pardon my French, but thank you very much. That was someone else's word. Isn't this fascinating? Is this not one of the most fascinating things you've ever heard in your whole life? And yet no one told you. Imagine if they told you this at school, because you would have developed the resilience. You would have developed the, I'm not listening to that. Who the hell are you to tell me that I can't believe in myself? So many of you say, yeah, I can. Some of you say, is it worth it? Can I do it? What if you make a mistake? What will they think about you? You have to own this. You have to be curious. You have to think this is funny. Because if we looked at everyone else's beliefs, you had all your negative beliefs, your disempowering, write that down, disempowering. And you wrote those down, we'd look at them and go, we might do one of the things and go, oh, well, no. There's a horrible, it's not horrible, there's someone out there right now in the world who's massively struggling, Sinead O'Connor. And someone said, Google this video that she made the other day, that what she must be saying to herself must be so awful that she would contemplate taking her life. I mean, that is an extreme. We just need to wake up. We need to wake up and realize, what am I saying to myself? I don't know. I'm not you. Power comes from action. Power comes from awareness. Power comes from your ability to recognize what you believe. And it's time. You know the time is now, right now, to wake up. Wake up. And decide, what is it that you really want to do? What is it that you want to commit to? Because I'm telling you, if you want to make major breakthroughs in your life, major breakthroughs, when you tell yourself something that you want, when you hear that voice in your head that says you can't do it, I believe that you have a choice to say to that voice, maybe I can't do it yet. I can't do it yet. Or let me show you. Let me show you what I am capable of doing. And who's ready for something else that's big as we come to the end of this broadcast today? Who's enjoyed this broadcast? If you have, share it. Get it out there, because I will commit to continue to show up for you. But what you need to do, if you want to believe in yourself, write this word down. Evidence. 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 If you want to believe in yourself, provide yourself with evidence of what you're doing each and every single day that is moving you in the direction that you want to go. Most of us know where we don't want to go. Most of us know how bad and how horrible things were. But as Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich, 98% of people, they know exactly what they don't want. It's only maybe 2% of people around the world are going, this is where I'm going. I don't care what happens along the way. This is where I'm going. How many of you are up for that, excited by that? Wake up and go, who's the control here? Who is in control? And if you really, 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 really want to look at where power is recognizing what you do that gives you more power. What you say to yourself is massively important. We all know movement is important, and we all know what is not feeling like anything got to do with it. You were designed to move. You want power, move. You want power, drink water. You want power, eat well. You want power, breathe. But what are you going to do with that power? You need that power to allow yourself to move forward in the direction that you want to go. So what is wildly important to you? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? See evidence there. Yvonne Taylor, that's one of the reasons why she was our member of the month. 527 days of journaling. That's evidence. Now, some of you would go, is it worth it? I don't know, is it worth it? I'm not you. I know it's worth it. For me, what about you? Does your life matter? Is it not time? And I will show you tomorrow how to start creating belief in yourself. How many of you right now are coming, and by the way, one of the most powerful things that you can do? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the birds are go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What does this mean? Those of you, some of you are in an activation energy. If you have a thought about doing something, get up and do it. That voice, that hesitation, that doubt will creep in. The activation energy to get something going. 5 seconds. If you don't act in those 5 seconds, good luck, my friends. Because that's where ruminating will come in. That's where hesitation will come in. Become a person of action. Congratulations, Yvonne. Yvonne maybe was inspired by the other Yvonne. Who is enthused? Who is excited about creating and being better and showing and sharing? You want power? Surround yourself with a powerful community. This community of people. And just because some of you are quiet, that's okay. Wake up. Share. Share, 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 share. Share what you have. I will share everything I have with you because I know the difference it can make to you in your life. Thank you so much for watching today. Like I say, if you've enjoyed this, share it. If you're not coming to the My365 Summit, why not? 23rd of September. That is a day that will change your life. I think there's 9 days left for you to get a ticket at the cheaper price. Just check it out. Share it with a few people. This is a life-changing event. This is a life-changing event right now, right here. Some of you will use this information and your life will just go to another level. But when you meet in person with like-minded people, kaboom, kabam, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We want to see you at that event because we believe in you and we know the power of events coming together. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Now, take a pen and paper and write down, what have you learned from today? Just from us spending 15 minutes of our time together, what was the biggest? What's the X? What's the X that marked the spot for you guys? I'm excited already to see you tomorrow and share more. Let's be brilliant. Let's be amazing. Let me make my quick 20-second summary on here. Goodbye, Instagrammers. Much love to all. Stay connected. Stay plugged in. I will give you the best of me. Okay. Now, let's go. And I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about the summit and who we're bringing to you. We are bringing to you not only the My365 Member of the Year, but we're bringing Dr. Rakowski, one of the top nutritionists in the world. And we're bringing to you Patty Drobanowski, who's given a couple of amazing TED Talks and will show you how to create the future that you want. Anyway, are you ready? What a day. Day 2 on creating the power that you want. If you haven't watched the live video, watch it. It's time for you to realize that the first thing you say to yourself in your head when you ask about something that you want, that's the belief that you have. Let's change that today. Have an amazing day. And I'm excited. Much love. And we'll see you soon. Let's get this information out into the big, wide world. Bye-bye.